Mr. Singh, if you heard the point that Akshay Marathe was making, please respond to the same. Also, he made a point earlier about individuals like Himanta Biswa Sharma who had cases against them. Agencies were tracking them for various other cases, but they seem to join the BJP and everything seems to vanish.
I'll appreciate. Let Mr. Kejriwal go to court and then pursue the court on this matter, as he's pursuing Mr. Sisodia Jain case in the court for last 9 months, and court has been not accepting the bail application, Mr. Sisodia Jain. So that's how it is. I mean, if you have any proof against anyone, please go to court. Or, I mean, he's not guilty to the he's not guilty. So that's the way the legal procedure happens. But come to the core issue. Why Mr. Sisodia is running from the inquiry? When he's simply being inquired, he's simply being questioned.
Where is he running, Mr. Singh? He did appear before the agency every time he was summoned. He is now in the agency's custody.
Can I complete? Go ahead. Can I complete? So he's supposed to be brought in face to face with the people who have turned approval, who are saying, yes, we paid money. There's a government officer who's on record saying that yes, policy was changed at the house of Mr. Sisodia on order of Mr. Kejriwal. And then why did they took this policy back overnight? Thirdly, they only took this policy back when this red flag was raised by the Chief Secretary of the city, and in an emergency meeting where Chief Secretary was not informed. He was informed that very morning that we have called an emergency meeting for a post-facto approval, and that also LG was not even aware of it. Although
okay, let Akshay Marathe quickly come in over that. 2 points, Akshay, that I would like you to respond to. If there was nothing wrong with the policy, why was it scrapped? Why was it withdrawn? And secondly, he talks about how everything, you know, Mr. Singh just referred to the fact that as soon as the Chief Secretary submitted his report, alarm bells seem to have allegedly gone off. The CBI also refers to how 5 iPhones at least were destroyed immediately so that evidence could be destroyed.
Pallavi, these are very good questions. Let me answer them in 2 parts. Point number 1, the BJP keeps saying there was something wrong with the policy, therefore corruption has happened. How is that a logical explanation of anything? Corruption means that the government changes the policy in a way that benefits someone and that somebody pays off kickbacks to the minister concerned who has changed the policy. In this case, I want to ask the BJP, where is the evidence that any kickback was given to any minister in the Aam Aadmi Party government? You show us 1 rupee of money that has been accepted as bribe for any of the policy changes made by Aam Aadmi Party in the last 8 years. If you don't have that evidence, don't open your mouth and say corruption has happened, because you will find that every single policy change has benefited to someone or has
Manish
caused
Sisodia ke
loss.
ghar se. Where is the evidence of kickback?
Issue is he was a deputy CM of the city, and if he is involved into even corrupt practices, that also lead to action. As I said, they waived off the money of license fee of certain agencies for 144 crore rupees. Tell me, in history of any economic level, on any business transaction, where L1 tender money is returned, it's first time in history of tender that L1 has been returned. 30 crore was returned because he wanted to give favors. Not only that, then why was post facto approval seeked by the cabinet? Why not? It was approved in advance. Although as per the policy, as per the clause 57 of the Excise Act 2009, you have to take the approval in advance.
Okay,
and that
Akshay,
too has
respond to
to go
that.
to LG.
Akshay Marathe, respond to that.
Pallavi, again, I want to say the policy matters are in the prerogative of the elected government. The elected government in its wisdom makes a decision on policy matters, and in every policy decision, no matter which government takes those decisions, there are some winners, there are some losers. When do you establish corruption? You establish corruption when you can prove that somebody who has benefited has given you money in exchange for it. Quid pro quo has happened. The BJP is not able to show where the quid pro is. You can say that every policy of the government, you can say tomorrow that Ujjwala Yojana, because Mr. Modi has made the Ujjwala Yojana, the cylinder producers have been benefited by it. To prove that the cylinder producers have given money to Mr. Modi for Ujjwala Yojana. How can you say corruption has happened? We have to be careful and responsible in what we are trying to say here. Now, point number 2, let me finish. This is a very important point where the BJP says, why was the policy taken back? Let's understand why the policy was taken back. When the Aam Aadmi Party government
shifting the
rationalized the liquor
goalpost.
policy
Shifting
and
the
distributed
goalpost.
licenses to... No, let me finish my point, sir.
Quickly,
You
quickly,
have asked a
gentlemen,
question
we have
about why
just
the
a few
policy
more
was
minutes
taken
Very
left.
back.
specific.
Gentlemen,
Why did you
quickly.
return 30 crore rupees to the L1?
Asked a question about why the policy was returned. I'm
No,
answering.
I'm
Why do
asking
you
very
want me to answer?
specific. I'm asking you very specific.
You have answered. You have
How did you
asked me
return
a
the
specific
30 crore
question. Why
rupees
was
of
the
the
policy
L1?
returned? I'm answering
Person
that
who was
question.
L1 in the tender, how did you return the 30 crore rupees? Once he
Sir,
was
if you
not able to
stop
fulfill
shouting, I will answer.
Quickly.
If you stop
Akshay
shouting, I
Marathi,
will
just
answer.
respond to that so that we can wrap up.
The excise policy had to be reverted because the lieutenant governor, the Delhi
No,
police and
please
the
come to
LGD, which
the
was
point.
supposed to give
Please
permission.
come to the point.
अरे भाई साहब,
आपने
2
30
सेकंड के
करोड़
लिए
रुपए
अपना मुंह
L1
बंद
वाले
रखिए,
के
तभी तो
पैसे
मैं
क्यों
बोल
वापस
पाऊँ.
किया? अगर आपको अंग्रेजी नहीं समझ में आती
What is
तो
your response to that question that Mr. Singh is raising, Akshay?
30
About
crore
returning
rupees
the
was
tender
the
money?
The liquor policy being withdrawn.
was
Oh my
returned
God.
back.
The liquor policy was withdrawn. That is the whole
No,
point. That is why the money
you're
was
telling
returned. Come
lies.
on.
You're telling lies.
What is going on here?
L1 money was returned much before the
आपका
policy
point
was
सही नहीं हो
withdrawn.
जाएगा, sir.
L1 money was returned much before the policy was withdrawn.